It's almost Christmas. The turkey is gone, the tree is probably up, and Christmas music plays on the radio. If you're anything like me, you probably have a to-do list. There's Christmas parties and Christmas shopping, sending Christmas cards, reading Christmas cards, coordinating family. Have you ever tried to do that one before? There's planning travel, which is weather permitting, of course. There's getting work done so that we can travel. There's wrapping gifts, stuffing stockings, elf on the shelf. Who in the world ever thought of that one? Baking, making gingerbread houses, trying not to gain too much weight. Fixing the lights that don't work in the house, driving around, looking at the lights, and it goes on and on and on and on. Now, this sounds like a lot of work for a day that's supposed to be both sacred and set apart. A day where we celebrate that Jesus once entered the world, and a day where God's invitation to enter our lives still stands. Does it surprise you that the most stressful time of the year is Christmas and the weeks leading up to it? Probably not, because it is reality for most of us. You may even know the reason why. We want everything to be perfect, or at least close enough. The meals, the cookies, the family pictures, the family relationships, the presents, the house, the schedule. Now, I want you to consider giving yourself a really cool gift this Christmas. The gift of self-compassion and self-love. Socrates was compelling in when he said that we should know ourselves and understand ourselves. But there is something even more important than knowing and understanding ourselves, and that is loving ourselves. Trying to attain the impossible is not loving ourselves. It sets us up for a lifetime of failure. Loving ourselves means learning to trust ourselves, be kind to ourselves, and treating ourselves with respect. So what would it look like if we gave up on perfectionism and started loving ourselves? Now, perfectionism is not growth or self-improvement. A perfectionist is generally trying to earn or win the approval of another person. Perfectionists are raised to believe, I am what I accomplish. Sports, grades, rule following. Perfectionism is going to be other focused. What will they think of me? Now, healthy growth is self-focused. How can I get better? Brene Brown is the author of the book, The Gifts of Imperfection, and she writes of perfectionism. Perfectionism is a self-destructive and addictive belief system that fuels this primary thought: if I look perfect, if I live perfectly, and if I do everything perfectly, I can avoid or minimize the pain that is going to exist in my life. But you know as well as I that this is unattainable. Here's what perfectionism says. Ugh, nothing fits. I'm fat and I'm not attractive. I need to be different than I am right now to be worthy of love and belonging. Healthy growth says, I want this for me. I want to feel better and be healthier. The scale or the measuring tape, they don't tell me if I'm loved or not. I am loved by God, and I am worthy of being loved by others right now. Understanding the difference between healthy striving and perfectionism is critical to breaking down the walls and picking up the pieces of our life. Research shows that perfectionism hinders success. In fact, it's often the path to depression, anxiety, addiction, and getting stuck in life. Perfectionism is based upon this neurotic notion that if you run carefully enough, hitting each stone on the path just correctly, then you won't fail. But the truth is that you will fail. And a lot of people who aren't even looking at their feet are going to do a whole lot better than you, and they're going to have a whole lot more fun while they're doing it. So think about this. A moment of self-compassion can change your entire day. If your Christmas card isn't perfect, or you don't even get one done this year, it will be okay. If you don't get to every party, life will go on. If you don't get to see all your family, or if you do get to see all your family and things aren't perfect, then you're human. If your child expresses a little disappointment that they didn't get the perfect gift or enough of the perfect gifts, don't be discouraged. This is life, and you're preparing them for it. Now think about this. A moment of self-compassion can change your entire day. A string of such moments can change the entire course of your life. Replacing perfectionism and its related need for approval with self-compassion and grace will move us from stress and anxiety to peace and abundance. Wouldn't that be really cool? Listen to what Jesus says. That is why I tell you, don't worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food to eat or enough clothes to wear. Can all the worries add a single moment to your life? And if worry can't accomplish a little thing like that, what's the use of worrying over bigger things? Look at the lilies and how they grow. They don't work or make their clothing, yet Solomon, in all of his glory, was not dressed as beautifully as they are. And if God cares so wonderfully for the flowers that are here today and thrown in the fire tomorrow, he will certainly care for you. Why do you have so little faith? Seek the kingdom of God above all else, and he will give you everything that you need. I have a challenge for you this season of Advent. Be a disciple and give up on perfection. Be a servant and not a consumer. Know that God's grace is bigger than your failure. Replace fear with faith and love God, love others, and love yourself. Jesus said, I am leaving you a gift, peace of mind and peace of heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. So God's peace is better than our perfection. It's something that we can't achieve but only receive. And Jesus shares, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I come that they may have life and they may have it abundantly. Perfection is a thief. It will steal your dreams, it will steal your time, it will steal your life. But Jesus gives abundance, and it sure beats anything you'll ever find under a tree.